While reading input, if I give space between two input or two words, that is the disadvantage of scanf statement. What is string here? That is nothing but array of character is called string, and it is always terminated by the null character. By using %s, I can able to display array of character. Hello to all, a warm welcome to my new session on programming in C, and the topic name here is strings. I am Revati from the Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram, First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. So dear student, before going to start my today's session, let me to recall the topic which I have covered, that is two-dimensional array. That means what is two-dimensional array? Along with that, I have discussed how to declare two-dimensional array, how to initialize two-dimensional array, and how to access as well as how to display two-dimensional array. Along with that, I have discussed multi-dimensional array. So what is multi-dimensional array? Array within another array is also known as multi-dimensional array. So these are the topic I have discussed in my last session. But in my today's session, I'm going to start with the new topic, that is string. That is nothing but introduction about string. Along with that, how can I read a string from terminal? Along with that, how to write string. Along with that, the functions which are supported by the string, that is comparison of two string. Along with that, string handling function and other string functions. So these are the topic I'm going to deal in my today's session. So dear student, at the beginning I'm going to have introduction about string. So what is string? Before that, let me to consider the example here. Now think that I have only one letter C. Now tell me, is it string or character? When I have only one letter, then it is termed as character, or it is treated as character. For example, when I have C++, so it is nothing but group of character. So here C++ is nothing but the group of character. For that reason, it is called string. So what is string here? There is nothing but group of character, or it is nothing but a array of character. So array of character is called a string. So what is string here? That is nothing but array of character is called string, and it is always terminated by the null character. So dear student, when I have string, that must be terminated by the null character, and string is one-dimensional array of character. That means here we can able to use only one-dimensional array. That is nothing but one-dimensional array. Means what here? That is of type character. I cannot have integer because I have only character. So I can able to have array of character. So string is one-dimensional array of character. For example, think that I'm going to create an array that is C of 3. Now, array index starts from 0. So, C of 0, C of 1 and C of 2. Now, total 3 bytes of memory is reserved for this C. And if I consider this example C++, at the position that is 0th position, I'm going to store C. In the next position, I'm going to have plus, and in the next position, I'm going to have plus. So what is this? Here string is a one-dimensional array of character. Now, how to declare array of character here? That is, my data type is character and I want to specify array name. That is nothing but string array name. Along with that, I want to specify the size. Now, dear student, what are the operations I can able to perform on string? That is, I can able to read a string and I can able to write a string. Even I can able to combine both the strings together. Even I can able to copy one string to another string and I can able to compare strings. That means both the strings are equal or not. So these are the operations or these are the functions I can able to perform on string. Now, how I can able to initialize the string here? Now, take this example, that is character. So here character is nothing but the data type and here string name is name and I'm going to take 5. So what is the size of the array here? It is 5 and I'm going to initialize J and so here I'm going to initialize the values. Now, if I consider name of 0, I have J, name of 1, I have A, and name of 2, I have V, 3, I have A, and the position 4, I am going to place null character. So here what is string? Here string is nothing but array of character and it must be terminated by the null character. That means I'm going to place the null character at the end. So here \0 is nothing but the null character, or even I can able to use the keyword null. So both are same. I can able to use \0 or null. So this is the way I can able to initialize the string. Now each character occupies one byte. So how many bytes I required here? I required 5 bytes of continuous memory. So here when I go with array, the compiler is going to allocate 5 byte of continuous memory location for this array name. Now I'm going to have the topic that is reading string from terminal. Now tell me, how can I read the input from the terminal? So what is this terminal here? That is nothing but keyboard. That means how can I read input from the keyboard? To read input from the keyboard, I'm going to have this scanf function. So what is the job of the scanf function? Is to read the input or data from the keyboard. Now, see here, I'm going to have the example. What is the data type? It is character and Address is nothing but my string name, and it is capable to hold 10 character. So here I have group of character, right? For that reason, it is string. And see the difference here, student, that if I use string in my program, so what is the format specifier I'm going to have here for string? That is S, and I won't specify any address operator. Now, if I go with integer data type, for example, int number scanf %d ampersand n. So dear student, please note down the difference here. If I go with integer or float or character, I can directly specify the format specifier. Here I have specified %d and I want to specify the address of that variable. So ampersand n I'm going to specify. If I go with scanf statement, that is for string, so %s is going to indicate it's of type string, and see here what is my string name, that is address. So here it is nothing but the collection of elements or array of elements. I'm not going to specify the address here. So I'm not going to write the ampersand here. So this is the difference between string as well as other data types. Now, dear student, I'm going to have get character and get s function. Now tell me why I required get character or get s function when I have scanf statement. What is the disadvantage of scanf statement here? So dear student, while reading input, if I give space between two words, I repeat, while reading input, if I give space between two input or two words, that is the disadvantage of scanf statement. That means in scanf statement, we cannot able to consider white space. For example, think that I have the message called good morning. So this is my input. Now this is my input. Okay. I'm going to read this input by using scanf statement. But I'm going to enter good morning. So after good, I'm going to give the white space. Then I'm going to write the morning. Now what's going to happen? When I try to get the input, okay, that means when I want to print the data, I can able to get only good. That means whatever the white space I'm going to get, and after the white space, whatever the string I'm going to get, it's not going to considered in scanf statement. So in scanf statement, I cannot able to use white space. In order to overcome that, we are going to have get character and get s function. So an entire line of text can be read and stored in an array. That means by using get character as well as get string function, I can able to read one complete line. The reading is terminated when the new line character is encountered. By using get character as well as get s function, I can able to read complete line, and when I'm going to terminate, when I encounter any new line character or enter key. Now, the null character is then inserted at the end of the string. Once I press enter key or new line character, then the null character is going to appended at the end of the string. Now, dear student, let's see the syntax for getS function. So, I want to write character, that is ch equal to get char. So, this is the syntax I'm going to have. First, I want to define the variable which holds the input. Okay. So, first I want to define that variable. Which variable holds the input? That is ch. And by using getCharacter function, I'm going to read the character. Now, dear student, I'm going to have printf function. Now tell me, what is the need of printf function? It is mainly used to print or display the character. Now, the printf function with %s format is to print the string. That means, if I want to print a string, then what format specifier I want to use, or which format specifier I want to use, that is %s. Now, the format specifier % can be used to display an array of characters. That means, by using %s, I can able to display array of character. So, I am going to display array of character, that is printf %s and my string array name. Now, dear student, I am going to have put character as well as putS function. Now, C program supports another character handling function called put character and putS function. Now, first, what I want to do? I want to define the variable of type character and I'm going to assign the value, that is A. Now, I just want to display the character. For that reason, I'm going to use put character. Now, dear student, how I can able to print the character? By using %c. So, both are same. Here, I'm going to use the built-in function put character, or I can able to go with the printf statement. Suppose if I'm going to follow printf statement, then for character, what is the format specifier I'm going to have? That is %c and I want to specify the variable. Now, dear student, I'm going to have comparison of two strings. Now tell me, how can I compare two strings? For example, I have two strings, that is name and name2. Now in my name, I have A, B, C, and in my name2, I have A, B, C. Now, I just want to compare both the strings. If both the strings are equal or not. How I am going to compare? If name equal to name2. If both are equal, then it returns true. So, this statement is true. That means, this is the way to write the program as valid one. But if I consider this one, that is name equal to A, B, C, this is wrong. That means this statement is considered as invalid statement in C program. That means this statement are not allowed in C program. Now, dear student, I'm going to have some of the built-in functions supported by this string. So here I have string copy function, that is strcpy, and I'm going to pass two string, that is S1 and S2. So here I'm going to copy the string 2 to string 1. That means whatever the content which is present in the string 2, I'm going to copy that to string 1. To copy that, I'm going to have the function called strcpy. Now, I have string concatenate function. How I'm going to concatenate? Concatenation means what? I want to combine both the string. How I can able to combine? By using string cat function. Now, concatenates string S2 to S1. So, it's going to concatenate S2 to S1 and the result is stored in the S1. Now, if I want to find the length of the string, for that I can able to make use of built-in function called string len. And it's going to return the length of the string. Now, I have string comparison. So, what is this string comparison? I want to compare both the strings are equal or not. So, it returns 0 if S1 and S2 are equal. That means this string comparison function is going to return true value if both the strings are equal. Now, if this function is going to return less than 0 if S1 less than S2. So, it's going to return the value 0 when both the strings are equal. It's going to return less than 0. That means negative value when the string S1 is less than S2. And it's going to return greater than value when S1 greater than S2. Now, I'm going to have string CHR. So, it's going to return a pointer to the first occurrence of the character, that is character CH in the string. That means, suppose if I want to check the occurrence of a given character, then I can go with string char and I'm going to pass the string. Along with that, I'm going to pass the character. That means I want to find the occurrence, that is first occurrence of that character. And here I'm going to have string, that is str. It returns a pointer to the first occurrence of string S2 in S1. Now, I want to check the occurrence of my second string in my first string. How? For that, I'm going to have string function and it's going to return the pointer to the first occurrence of the string 2 in string 1. So, these are the built-in function supported by the C program. Now, other string functions. Which other string function I can able to have here? That is string strncpy. So, this is the additional function that copies one string to another. Suppose if I want to copy from one string to another, then I can go with strcpy. See the difference here? I'm going to pass 3 input or I'm going to pass 3 variables. So here strncpy copies only the leftmost n character. suppose I want to copy only the certain portion, in that time I can able to specify the portion. So here it's going to copy only the leftmost n characters of the source string to the target string. So here I have source string and I have target string. So here, which is the source string, I have S2 is my source string and I want to copy from this to target string, that is S1. And how much character or how much string I want to copy? Only the n characters which is specified in the function. So I have specified only 5. That means I want to copy only 5 characters and that is from leftmost 5 characters. Now I'm going to have another function, that is string n comparison. So here, see the difference here. Once again, I'm going to have 3 variables. Okay, one is my source string, another one is my destination string, and another one is my parameter. There is nothing but I'm going to specify the position here. A variation of function CMP is the function CRNCMP. So, I'm just modifying the existing string comparison here. And while comparing string, I'm going to specify the position. That means how many characters or how many strings I want to compare. So here, this is the syntax I'm going to have. So I'm having string comparison and I'm going to specify the position from where to where I just want to compare. Okay, this is all about other string functions and all these string functions are supported by string.h header file. Now, the other features of string. What are the other function or what are the other operation we can able to perform on string? That is manipulating string by using pointer. That means I can able to manipulate the string by using pointer. Along with that, I can able to pass the string as function parameter. Along with that, I can able to declare and define string as member of structure. So these are the other features of string. So along with that, we can able to have character. That means I can able to convert uppercase letter to lowercase letter or lowercase letter to uppercase. Even I can able to display the ASCII value of the character as well as I can able to display the ASCII value of a number. So these are the certain functions supported by the string.h header file. So dear student, in my today's session, I started with what is string. Along with that, I have discussed get s, get character, put s, put character. Along with that, some of the functions which is supported by string.h header function to perform operations on string. Now, in my next session, I'm going to deal with pointers. Anyway, dear students, let's meet in the next session with the new chapter called pointers. Until that, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.